But
So now it is time for the moment of truth. Kmanga was released today, and I have in my notes that it was released and it is literal dog shit. So
let me check let me pull up the score. You know, it's weird. I tried to look up Kmanga and just wouldn't load. All right, let's see. We got this. Let's see. 1.2.
1.2 currently on the Google Play Store.
It's only got 10K plus downloads.
So what I thought was hilarious.
If you don't know what, that's 1.2 out of 5 stars, so that's really low. Even out of 10, that's rare. That's really
that's stupid
low.
low out of 10.
What I thought was hilarious too is I typed in Kmanga on the Google Play Store and Viz Manga popped up first.
It's like Google's like, you know you want the better one. So let's pull it up. I got Kmanga right here. It says send notifications for this. No. It says read the terms of service. Agree to the terms of service.
He just agrees right away, not even looking.
What a guy.
Keep logging in and earn tickets. Resets daily. What? Get up to 23 tickets. Launch. Okay. Well, let's try to pull up a manga. I'm going to pull up Rent a Girlfriend. I don't read Rent a Girlfriend. Read from beginning. Free. Let's see. Let's show all the chapters. Uh-oh. Points. Microtransactions.
Not just microtransactions. And I'll explain it a little bit
Let's
once
see
you keep
here.
looking.
Purchase points and read. Newcomer special sale underway. 7 days left. You need 69 more points. 69. Hot for Rent a Girlfriend. Hot wacky wacky.
Wacky.
So, all right. Maybe I want to go buy points. Let's see the My page. Purchase points. All right. I'm not actually going to purchase points. All right. So, you can buy 148 points for $1 or 198 points also for $1. Okay. 1 day only. And then you could buy, for $80, you could buy 8,000 points. I got one premium ticket right here, and I guess that's where you can, like, put it and read it, or or at least that's what I think.
So, I'll do some explaining.
How to use ticket. Oh, that's a YouTube video. I don't want to.
So try to win points.
This man's over here grinding points. So let me do some explanations. So Kmanga, the way that it works is there are 3 ways you can essentially read manga. You have the free chapters, which are typically just the first 5 chapters of any given manga on their app.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got the ability to purchase points. And depending on the chapter of each series, it varies in how much points it is. So a lot of what he was looking at with Rent a Girlfriend, most of the chapters are 69 points, save for the 2 newest. The 2 newest chapters are always 99 points. And I imagine, like, after a couple weeks, they go down to 69. So there's that. And I will give them the benefit of doubt here. If you were to be exclusively a digital manga only kind of person and you wanted to have like a digital collection that you actually purchase yourself, this honestly isn't a bad way to go. It actually ends up being cheaper to do this than it would be to buy a physical book, especially because they have bundle deals for entire series where you can buy the entire series in one purchase and it makes it like another 20% off. So not bad for that. So I'll give him that. However, if you're trying to read manga for free on this app, it's basically impossible. The third way you can read chapters is, as Thane was alluding to with that little ticket thing, you get 1 free ticket a day to read a chapter. Now, this ticket can only work with specified chapters. There's only a group of chapters for any given series that you can use this ticket to read a chapter with. And you can only read 1 chapter with this 1 ticket. And that's pretty rough just in general. Now, the second thing, this is probably the worst part about Kmanga with how predatory it can be. There's ways to get free coins. You can do quote unquote challenges, like one of them was earn 5 points by reading the first chapter of Attack on Titan. And you don't even have to read it. You can just like swipe through it until you get to
Yeah.
the very end. And that's what I did to see how that worked. And I got my 5 free points from that. The second thing is the gotcha system, where 3 times a day you can click the earn free points button and it'll pull up an ad. You sit through the ad. Once the ad is over, you can hit the little X button, and then 3 little treasure chests will pop up, and you pick one of those 3 treasure chests for a chance to win 50 points. But if you don't hit the 50 points, you get 5 points. So it's a 33% chance of getting 50 points and a 66% chance of getting 5 points. I did that 3 times, and I got 5 points each time. So now I'm at a total of 20 points just from this alone. The other way that you can get free points is by doing something that feels like it's straight out of 2010 or even earlier, where you can sift through this list, download an app, and play a game to get to level 10. You can go to an online survey thing that if you fill out the survey, you get 20 points or so.
Freaking Facebook.
You can sign up for a credit card and get 100 points or something. Now, me being the person that I am, I was curious enough to try this out. And the new Rent a Girlfriend chapter came out, and I wanted to read it as a typical degenerate would. And I decided to see if I could earn 99 points so that I could read the newest chapter of Rent a Girlfriend. As you remember earlier, I have up to 40 points based on all the free points I've gotten, so I need another roughly 60 points essentially to get to the Rent a Girlfriend chapter. And so I start sifting through these survey things, and I do the first one I do. It works. I actually get points. I got 14 points from that, so I'm sitting at around 50-ish points, somewhere like that. And then for the next 30 to 45 minutes, I proceeded to keep trying to do different surveys, download different apps, and every time I would do something, it didn't work, and I didn't get the points. And yeah, I was unable to read my 2-minute long chapter after 45 minutes of grinding for literally nothing.
This is ridiculous, dude. It's like, I wonder if they just did all these different collaborations with all these brands and apps, and they're like, yo, let's do some back scratching here. Because in my brain anyway, at this point, there's no reason to put any money into kmanga as far as just buying the coins when you can get stuff on top of it, like this one.
It's literally counterintuitive when you can just literally buy a whole volume on like another app, like a Bookwalker or something.
But what I'm saying though is, like, why would you ever just buy coins when this one, it's like buy a razor, get 943 coins. So it's like you're already going to spend the money anyway.
Yeah, might as well
There's
just buy
like
the
scams
manga
there too. And
Oh, I'm
stuff,
sure.
and
This is and all
look
of
at your
this.
data and whatnot.
All of this looks so scammy.
Just
dude.
buy if you're gonna do that, just buy a volume
But like,
of manga.
I
Buy your volume.
I want to read. Why are they making so many
why are
walls
they
to
making
jump through to
gotcha
just let me
system
read?
for reading manga?
Yeah, I
This
don't
is-
want to play a game. I want to read.
This is terrible. Like, even if they like make a fee and it's like maybe a bit too much, like I don't know, $5.99 or something. Like,
Even
would
then,
you-
though, that's
I would
to
still
me,
pay
that. Still
that.
sounds awesome.
yeah, like if it's way too high, like say $8 or $9 a month, it's like that's too high. It'd still be better than whatever the hell they're doing with this gotcha system.
So I don't have the best knowledge of this, but from what I understand, this the coin system specifically, just the purchasing and being able to use the coins to buy individual chapters. By the way, it adds up to roughly 75-ish cents per chapter, give or take. I mean, there's some less, some more, depending on if it's a newer chapter or not. But from what I understand, this little system is the equivalent to what they do in Japan, what Kodansha has on their app in Japan. It's essentially one for one the same thing. And the way their economic system and I guess social system is in Japan, it's very that's what they do. They put the money in, they get their coins, they buy the chapter for $1 or less essentially every time there's a new chapter of what they want to read.
Now that I think about it, since Viz does like the subscription service thing, Viz is American run. It's American.
100%, yeah. Kodansha is not.
This is a Japanese thing.
Yes.
So that's also the same with Manga Up from Square Enix. That's a Japanese run thing.
That reminds me. Earlier while we were at Taco Bell, you pointed out that Kodansha's manga and Manga Up also were mature rated. Well, if you remember, Manga Up has censorship.
Yeah.
Kodansha does as well. Kmanga also has censorship as well. If you want to read Domestic Girlfriend, you don't get to see Rui's boobies. Sorry, everybody.
Don't read it
then. It's pretty bad too. Like literally the first chapter of Domestic Girlfriend where Natsuo and Rui are banging. One of the panels is literally completely black except for their faces.
I gotta see this.
So yeah.
So I guess honestly, going back to what you said though, Cole, for somebody that's collecting digital, like they're trying to build up a digital library, this makes sense. And this is probably the model for you.
Personally, I would still go with the Bookwalker route. Granted, you don't get the chapters as they release like you would on kmanga, which is the benefit of it. But Bookwalker has so many more benefits for buying digitally. Like you get coins that you can spend on your next purchase.
Wait, they bang in the first chapter, or is it the latest chapter?
Literally the first chapter. Rui and Natsuo are banging. It's like literally a couple pages in.
Wow, so he gets the goal early.
Yeah, I mean, you got to read it at some point.
Yeah.
I can't explain.
I don't know.
Domestic
You guys
Girlfriend
always
here.
crap on it so hard.
I love Domestic Girlfriend.
I love it too. I just said I thought the ending was trash.
I'm literally on Rent a Girlfriend. Well, I keep getting those two mixed up. I know Domestic Girlfriend. There's just hard sex. But
Yeah, chapter 1 they're banging into Domestic Girlfriend.
There's no hard sex. It's just black panel.
Oh yeah, excuse me. There's no sex. It's just faces going.
I guess my overall thoughts. I think this is really dumb. I hate the idea of having to play a game just so you can read. I just want to read.
Totally.
And obviously you can by just paying the money to do it. But for me personally, I don't collect digital manga. And if I'm going to spend money, I want to have the physical book.
Totally.
So I much prefer the subscription model where I pay money and I just get to read however I want, whenever I want.
There's two big issues with K-manga. And the reason why we all feel the way we do is because over the last month, they've been hyping up K-manga every single day on Twitter. Posting a new screenshot of some manga panel with some edited text that says, like, K-manga's out in 32 days or whatever. And the second thing is that Viz... Oh, he found it.
Show me.
He found the Domestic Girlfriend.
God. That is so bad.
They're banging, Sky. Can't you see?
It's like they're like doing some kind of puppet show, but it's...
You just get to see their faces. Let me see. Can you zoom in, maybe? Oh, yeah, here we go. Let's see how much this shows up on camera.
It's kind of subtle at first, but then you look and it's like, whoa, what the hell?
There's two heads there.
Hold on, I gotta make a thumbnail now.
I didn't notice it at first,
There
but
you
then
go.
I looked. Then I looked.
I gave you a
Then
face.
I looked at it and I was like,
Oh,
that.
wait, hold on.
That
I
is
gotta do
so.
a better one. I don't know if it's zoomed out or not.
That is so unnatural.
I gave you two faces.
Thanks. Oh yeah, it's bad. The censorship in manga is pretty bad at times. Honestly though, like the third I guess thing I can add on to here is the fact that we are a Western, and I guess because this is
I
exclusive
uninstalled it.
to
This is garbage.
because this is exclusive to the United States at the moment, and we are in the United States economic and social system. And now that we have all these subscription services for manga, including on top of Crunchyroll, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, everything's a subscription service, especially here in the West. And so it only makes sense that the manga should be as well. And that's why, in my opinion, Viz is doing such a great job with what they're doing. And so it's just silly to see Kodansha one-for-one copy their Japanese system and then put it into an American audience.
It's not gonna go well. Like,
it doesn't work.
Yeah, they already know about like predatory microtransactions. They already hate that hard. And
the actual microtransactions of this are not predatory in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's the trying to get free coins.
Yeah.
That's the predatory system in my opinion.
Yeah, people aren't gonna like it. They already hate microtransactions and how much they cost already.
Well,
So
to me, this doesn't even look like a manga app, though. I click on it, and it looks like
Totally.
I'm trying to play a game.
yeah,
Or it's an app store. It's like you click on this, and then you got 50 other apps that you can download.
Yeah.
That said, like, there is one aspect of it that I do like that I thought was clever. When you open it up and then go to the serialized tab on the bottom, it goes through every single day and it shows you like which chapters come out which days.
I like that.
I thought that was cool.
I think Viz should have something like that.
I agree.
Yeah. Or have a release calendar. I would love to have them have a
or a
release
calendar.
I think like I wonder what Shueisha does. I know they have Shonen Jump Plus, and I wonder if they do like
A subscription or something.
a subscription for
They
something.
probably do because you could subscribe to Weekly Shonen Jump, the actual magazine, and have it delivered to your house. I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
I mean, I'm
within
assuming.
the limits. Well, like in Japan. Well, yeah, obviously, but like not anywhere outside.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Japan.
just in
Yeah.
Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like it's like just a magazine subscription service, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the app would be just a subscription based thing. But I don't know, man. It's just kind of like they're out of touch with how people consume manga, how they want to ideally consume manga.
It maybe at least in the Western, though.
Yeah, the
it
West,
sounds like
maybe.
in Japan, that's how they
It sounds
do
like this is how they do it in Japan, and it's just it works for them because buying of the one chapter a week of their show is fine. And honestly, paying $1 for one chapter a week honestly isn't that bad. I dislike having to purchase coins and not just like, here's my $1, let me have the chapter. But
Yeah.
that's just the way app systems are.
Well,
You can't not do that with the way these Google Play stores and Apple Store or App Store from Apple it works. That's why Fortnite got into so much trouble
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
also, I think on like Bookwalker and like Comixology, all those, like they'll drop a chapter and you have to pay like $1 or something for
Yeah.
it, like 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
They've done that for a while. No one's really complained.
Yeah, and
But-
that's essentially what this is.
Yeah.
It's just it's shrouded with all of this other bad things
Yeah.
that make it look bad. Granted, mind you, I would not want to pay $1 per chapter of Rent a Girlfriend. I adore the series, but I'm willing to drop it if I've got to pay $1 for every single chapter as it comes out.
Yeah. Also, I'm a guy who like either you just give me free chapters or just wait till the volume comes out and I buy
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
I don't understand why not just give both options like Viz does. You can buy the volumes, or you can do the subscription,
And
or you could do both.
Viz even lets you read the newest chapters for free.
Yeah, they got free
It's
chapters
insane.
on there. It's like, hey, you want the 3 free latest chapters? Here you go.
If this app
Yeah.
wasn't already dead on arrival, Viz literally killed it by releasing
Yeah.
their extra app the day before. Like, it's insane.
Well, here's my thing too, though, is I feel like Viz understands that, hey, people that read digital manga, more often than not, will probably buy the physical release if they really like it. I mean, how many series have you guys read digitally and you're like, I really like it, I want to collect it physically?
Tons.
Yeah, I've done it
tons.
several
I
times.
haven't done it yet, though. I might do it with one show someday.
The final thing that I have on this as well is going back to what I was saying, how if you do want a digital collection of these manga, and I think this is a viable way to do it. That said, I would not want to purchase Domestic Girlfriend like this because I would have a censored version of it. That's not cool. If I'm paying for it, I don't want to have a censored version of something I'm paying
And
for.
maybe
That's
you're
stupid.
maybe you're like me and you get Domestic Girlfriend and Reddit Girlfriend totally mixed
Well,
up.
But Rent a Girlfriend would be censored too. There's definitely
Yeah.
chapters in there that probably
Like the
would be censored.
The infamous cucking chapter.
I don't know if
like-
they'd censor that, but probably
Isn't
because you see a boner through his pants.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't there a scene where she's like getting railed in the
It's in his
backside?
imagination.
Mm.
But
He's
like, doesn't
like-
it kind of
he's
show
all-
like cleavage and like
Yeah, totally. In
It
the
would
in
probably-
the
it would
volumized
probably-
version, you would see nipples.
yeah in the black?
Because
They're
that's how it is in the. Skylar's got most of them at this point. He's got nips in there.
in
Oh, yeah, you see
in that
Chizuru's
manga
nipples.
app. I'm pretty sure they black out some of that.
They would block it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, totally.
But yeah, it's
That
like
that NTR chapter, when people start getting like pictures of it from the Kmanga app,
yeah.
people are gonna go even more so into it.
I just think that censorship like this is silly because like Viz Media, they saw it's like, okay, the chapter's too violent, or like
We'll just put it on the website.
put it on the
instead.
website.
That's the perfect solution.
no additional charge. You just and you can even pull up a web browser on your phone to
Totally.
read it. It's
Yep.
like, it's simple.
Man, I really am disappointed though. 'Cause
But I remember the reason both Kmanga and Square Enix do it. Sorry to interrupt, but the reason they do it is for like, I think like
The App Store stuff.
and
Restrictions.
China
Oh,
and
that-
and like other
yeah.
countries that
Yep,
like
other
have
countries and
heavy
stuff, yep.
heavy restrictions on this.
That makes sense because a lot of those countries that would block this kind of stuff
Yeah.
have things like Netflix and Twitter blocked on the App
Yeah,
Store because
yeah.
that would also show nudity. Anyway, sorry, Sky.
I was just really disappointed because Cole and I were talking last night, literally last night before we went to bed, just how Kodansha has a really good opportunity to do something really cool. And I remember saying to him, I said, I will be shook if they don't do a subscription model.
Well, remember what I said as well? I said if they don't have a subscription model planned and they saw what Viz Manga did, they need to change everything literally right now and everybody work overtime to get it going so it's ready to go. But then they didn't.
Yeah.
Instead, we got a gotcha game.
We got a
Literally.
weird gotcha game.
And the worst part about it, though, is I am, and I can speak for these guys as well because we've had this conversation already, but we're more than willing to pay to read manga legitly instead of having to pirate it. But I just want to pay $1 for every chapter.
It makes sense. Doesn't Kodansha own like Psy Games or something, like one of the big gotcha games? I know
I
they
don't
do
know.
gotcha games.
Side note, is there a manga that you would be willing to pay $1 per chapter because you like it that much?
Probably Vinland Saga.
Chainsaw Man.
Vinland Saga is on there. It's like,
I wouldn't pay $1 for Chainsaw Man. It's too short.
yeah.
I'd
that's
pay
like-
$1 for like a monthly manga. I'd pay $1 for Boruto. nobody
dollar
takes that
was
one out. Nobody just cut that out. The viewers getting
That's a
roasted.
clip. That's a clip. Let me look through my stuff really quick.
If it's a
I'm
monthly
curious.
manga, I probably would because the chapters are longer and I just feel like I get more content. And like I don't know, it just feels more quality in my opinion. Everybody's just staring at their phones. I'm over here trying to like.
Oh, sorry, I want to look this up.
Spy Family would be another one.
Oh, you'd pay $1 for Spy. That's like
Oh.
bi-weekly, right?
Yes.
Dude, I'd pay $1 for Oshido Ko.
That's
I would pay
another one.
$1 for Oshino. I would have paid $1 for Kaguya-sama as well when that was coming out too. Every week.
Yeah, it's God, I don't know. And like to me, I thought that literally last night I went to bed thinking, thank God I can just delete all my manga apps and have 3 of them. The Kodansha, the Shonen Jump, and the Viz one. And then I could just read everything that I'm currently reading. Well, no, not anymore.